Well, David Walsh says Prime Minister Scott Morrison is failing to talk about the role of data in his technology strategy. The building sector is one of the largest contributors to climate change, but with building analytics technology, this sector has the biggest opportunity to quickly and cost effectively cut carbon emissions. David is founder and CEO of CIM, and he joins us now. Welcome to Ticker News today.
Thank you. Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks for your time. So paint the picture. I've given the introduction there. What are we missing here, and what is the government missing here as well?
Yeah, look, Adrian, what happens is that data essentially can provide building owners with not just the ability to reduce their energy costs, but also to improve the actual profitability of the buildings by reducing the outgoings. And as the government promotes alternative sources of energy, and all of which are a key part to achieving net zero, they really are forgetting and leaving out the importance of high resolution granular data, because that allows building owners to improve the benchmarking and how each building is performing. They can improve the transparency across multiple different sets of assets, and then they can actually get more out of what they already have. And for a lot of the building owners where the lockdown and COVID has provided unprecedented times, and it is a challenge for many, many owners of these properties to collect their full rent, then efficiency is the new income. And data is the only thing that can do that. And that ties into all of the government's environmental targets. And it's just not getting the airtime that it deserves.
So how and why is technology the key, do you think, to Australia meeting its energy targets? And how can we move faster into this space, I suppose?
Well, it's key because, quite simply, you can't manage anything if you're not monitoring it. So I go back to the point in the sense that all of these buildings, they all have the same common traits. There are legacy systems, there is varying different ages of technology. And then there's humans within the supply chain who are all tasked with maintaining and optimizing these systems. So unless data is used to help those teams collaborate and get to the bottom of the problems that are causing energy wastage, it just makes the overall problem very difficult and the targets very difficult to meet.
So what can we do about it? You're in the industry clearly. Where to next, do you think? And do you think it will be driven, this space, more by private businesses rather than government and policymakers?
Well, look at the success Australia has had with the Atlassians and Afterpays and Canvas. It clearly is able to lead the way in technology. And the government quite simply needs to support. If you look at the recent budget, there was obviously support for different sets of biotech and medtech sectors, but there was very, very little for energy efficiency, clean technology, and data and technology businesses within that sector. I think the government has done an awful lot in the sense of programs like NEIGHBOURS, which is the National Australia Built Environment Rating System, which requires building owners to publicly declare their emissions. And that has created a step change within the industry, but it hasn't invested correctly in technology at the data analytics stage. And that just presents huge volumes of opportunity because software doesn't require additional resources. It can be scaled en masse, and it can position Australia at the forefront and as a leader in this sector.
Yeah, it's a fascinating topic. We could talk a lot more about it. We'll have to get you back on Ticker News at some stage to let us know how you're progressing in this space. But for now, how can we learn a bit more about what you're up to, and who would you encourage to learn more?
Yeah, so look, our business is CIM. It stands for Continuous Intelligent Monitoring. The web address is cim.io. And look, for us, it's a key part to how this is all about essentially rewarding the mavericks, the people. Our owners are the largest property owners, airport owners in the country, and we have an office as well in Europe doing high-tech manufacturing. So we constantly highlight the results that our clients are achieving using our technology, and all of our details are published at that cim.io website.
Awesome work, David. Keep up the good work and keep us up to date right here on Ticker News. Thanks for your time. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Adrian. Cheers, Matt.